I'm Allison Kennedy, and I'm the Judicial Clerkship Coordinator at the Law School Career Center, and today I'll be sharing with you what you need to know about judicial clerkships. First, you should know a judicial clerkship is a postgraduate placement. It's often 1 or 2 years, and a lot of students begin to apply during fall and spring of their 2L year, continuing on through 3L year, and even after graduation. You're working closely with a judge in chambers. Sometimes a judge will have more than one clerk. Sometimes you're the clerk. Why clerk? So first, you're going to have full immersion into the litigation process, which means you get a behind-the-scenes look at how decisions are made. Working closely with a judge is a great way to also hone your writing skills and your research skills. You get a lot of one-on-one feedback of how you're doing, and it greatly improves your writing and analytical skills. You're also developing your connections with the judges and the co-clerks as you're working in chambers. So there are different types of clerkships, mainly state trial, state supreme and court of appeals, and federal clerkships, and each have slightly different hiring timelines and processes. So I'll do a brief overview of those. First, to apply at the state level, non-Minnesota state courts, you should really use the Vermont Guide. This is a guide that's compiled, and it has all states and all different preferences from judges at different levels for how you should apply for those clerkships. You can get access this on our Judicial Clerkships Google site, and you can also feel free to reach out to the Career Center for any other insight we may have. The Minnesota Supreme Court, they do a pooled application where you're applying through their online system. It's released to the judges on a specific date, and this happens during 2L year, and it's through their MinCourt's website. The same is for the Court of Appeals. It's during summer after 2L year. You're applying through an online application, and you're working closely with the Career Center to get your letters of recommendation and some other materials in. For state trial courts, especially local state trial courts, there are a few different ways. Sometimes judges will post on their Minnesota court's website. Sometimes they'll post via Simplicity, or other times there will be direct outreach from the Career Center to you. Applying at a federal level is a little bit different. Most judges utilize Oscar to share if they have vacancies and how they prefer to collect applications. Some only accept paper applications via the U.S. mail or sometimes email. The best way to really know is to do a little research, to look on Oscar if you have access, and when in doubt, you can always apply via paper. If there's a specific judge you really would like to work for, please call their chambers. We have a script for what's appropriate to ask on our Google site, and you can also always reach out to me and see what next steps could be. You should keep in mind that clerkships are open and closed year-round. This is not, there's not one solid deadline. Judges are hiring really at all times for different starting points. The best way to really be in the know is to notify me or someone in the Career Center of your interest in clerkships so that we can have you on our radar and really highlight those postings that would be most interesting to you. So for your application, whether you're applying to state, Supreme Court, or federal appellate, these are going to be the bones of your application. So first, there's going to be a cover letter that's addressed directly to the judge. It should have something specific about the judge, just like when you're applying to a specific law firm or government employer. You should also have your resume with your rank on it and really highlight those research and writing skills, as that's what judges are looking for the most. Your law school transcript, typically it's an unofficial transcript, but sometimes judges are requesting the official one be sent from One Stop directly. You should have a writing sample that's 8 to 15 pages, preferably written and edited only by you, and that applies law to fact. Your class rank, which will go on your resume, you request through the registrar's office. And you should also have 2, but preferably 3 letters of recommendation from faculty members, specifically if they can speak to your writing style and your intellectual curiosity. That's a plus. Most importantly, if you have questions or you're beginning to think about doing a judicial clerkship, please feel free to reach out to me, Allison Kennedy, so we can come up with a plan and strategy. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much.